The Grand Illusion: How the Ukraine conflict shattered the European superstate. On February 24, 2022, Russia started what Western media has described as unprovoked, full-scale military invasion into its neighbor, Ukraine. For the vast majority of people, this alarming news came out of the blue, and the response of the free world was swift and unprecedentedly strong. Just hours after the invasion began, the US President Joe Biden delivered a televised address from the East Room of the White House, where he strongly condemned this premeditated attack. Over the first weekend, the US and its allies took steps that many analysts previously considered nuclear options against the Russian Federation, and he vowed that Putin will never know what hit him. In the following hours after, the West closed off its airspace to all flights from Russia, excluded the Russian Federation from the SWIFT banking system, froze all Russian assets kept within the Western Hemisphere, banned Russian athletes from participating in all sporting events, and literally wiped Russia from all cultural and social international interactions, leaving the Russian Federation the most sanctioned state in history. Western political leaders pledged to stand with Ukraine as long as necessary in her effort to push Russia back and achieve full military victory. Money, military equipment, and intel support poured into Ukraine in unprecedented quantities. The aim was clear: to crush the Russian economy, force the general public inside of Russia to rise up against the Russian government, and the collective West implicitly aimed for a hammer blow response that would topple the Russian government and oust the Russian President Vladimir Putin from power. These actions did not produce the desired effects. Russia adapted, and as of this writing, 4 years later, Russia continues its special military operation, with no signs of a weakened economy or general public discontent. Quite the contrary. As often, the official narrative about the cause of events are biased by some motives that are unclear and obscure to the public. Actions taken are driven by some factors that seem illogical and removed from public interests. Why this war? Why now? Why this unparalleled response and apparent hatred against all Russian? What is really going on?